No, 11/21/26. Right now, I hate to say it, but there's 10 children. They're all going down. I'm the last one.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
I remember walking on the streets in Falconer, going to church on Sunday with my sister, and we passed by a newsroom or first, and there was a flash on the thing about Pearl Harbor. We said, "What the hell's Pearl Harbor?" We didn't know what Pearl Harbor was. And then it says something about the Army would take a lot of young men. And my sister said to me, I was 15 years old. My sister said to me, "Sam, I hope you never have to go." I said, "Oh God, Carm, they'll never take me." I'm only 15 years, almost 16 years old. She said, "I hope not." Well, it happened. I did take it. I enlisted. When I was 17. I was 17 and joined and went to the Navy. Well, what happened was, I was in high school and graduated. A guy by the name of Dick Me and I were close friends. You probably know him. Sure. Him and I decided to take a hike around the country a little bit because we were going to have to go in service. So we went hiking around and we got down to New Virginia. My brother Paul was in the Navy at the time, and he had luck. Had a couple ships sunk under him, and I knew he was in Norfolk, but we ended up in Norfolk. I went to the gate and hot on the gate, told the gate what the guy wanted. And my brother was here. He suggested to me, "Let me check for you to see if I can find him." By God, he went and found my brother and brought him out. So my brother took us in there. He gave us dungarees and everything, dressed like navies, and we stayed there 2 or 3 days. Went through the shot lines and all that stuff. And at night I got up and went on. He was a cook. He was the first head cook. And he'd go in and cook for us. We'd have something. And boy, I thought that was pretty great, you know. So yeah, I couldn't wait to get out. I was going to join the Navy. So I got out, and we got out of there. And we stayed there 3 or 4 days. And my brother Paul told me, he said, "Sam, you got to go tomorrow's inspection. You got to get out of here." So he threw us out. We got home, and then we both went and joined it. We both joined the service, and we went, and that's how I went into the Navy. And then I went to Sampson and stayed there for 7 weeks. They wanted volunteers. Well, it was kind of dumb in a way. They said, "Well, we're looking for PC guys for volunteers." Well, I thought they meant physical training. I volunteered. So we went to this auditorium. Lots of chairs there, maybe 150 chairs or whatever it was, I don't know. Volunteers for motor torpedo boats. What the heck is that? The only way you guys should get into it, you gotta go take a physical. My buddy and I, Mike DePrizzi from New Jersey, said, "Should we try it?" I said, "Let's go try it. We'll get the hell out of this." This OTU was outgoing unit waiting to get turn on to where we had to go. Well, it was lousy in OTU. So we said, "Yeah, let's go." So we went and volunteered. By God, we both passed. Anybody that passes, we'll have your sea bag packed tomorrow. Following that, you'll go to the train station and you'll go to Boston to PC boat school.
That's like riding a thunderbolt on a corrugated road. That was a patrol torpedo boat. During the Second World War, the enemy called them devil boats, and they were long shots, like pitting a chip of plywood against the steel fortresses of the Imperial Navy. I suppose because we've always gone for the David and Goliath story, that there's a special place in the memory of Americans for the PT.
We stayed there for about 3 or 4 weeks training. You had to run all classes: Navy, torpedo, gunner's mate, Everything. You had to be able to take over a PT boat. There's only 12 men on a man on a PT boat, and they all have to do the same thing in case somebody gets hurt or killed or whatever. We finished this training in 3 weeks, 3 months. What do? They're going to send us to the Philippines. We get a suspended leave, short leave, before we go, and I got in trouble. The trouble I got into wasn't really my fault. Every morning, somebody had to get up in the morning. We lived in Quantrats. Every morning, somebody had to be appointed to clean and dust the whole place. Well, it had to be one morning my turn. So I cleaned everything all up like I'm supposed to, like it was really clean. I went to classes, one class. I come back about 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm on right up, and I can't get on my leave to go home before we go to the Pacific. So what the hell's going on? What for? So I went to find out. They come in and took a locker out of there.
Oh my gosh.
And they didn't dust underneath the damn thing. Well, then they wrote me up for me because of my locker. I said to my buddy John DeBrizzi, he was still with me. I said, John, you got duty tonight? He said, yeah, I got midnight duty. I said, you got midnight duty? He says, yeah. I said, well, I'm telling you what now. It's on the railroad tracks, going out of there. I said, tonight at midnight, I'm going through there. Don't shoot. Don't ask no. It's going to be me. He said, what? Oh, you can't do that, Sam. I said, I'm not going overseas without going over home first. Sam, you can't do it. He says, John, I'm going to do that. Don't go through at midnight. Don't look for anybody for at midnight. So about roll calls of 4 times a day, and at 6 o'clock that roll call. Went to the roll call. Also, they give us a big write-up and told us, everybody down there, constriction, can forget about it. We're letting you go home on your leaving before you go. So they let you go, and then I did go home and went home and went for a 10-day leave. And trains to go to New York on one of those damn troop trains. Geez, they were terrible. All the way across the states. Took us 4 days to get there.
So where did you end up on the troop train then? In California?
Yeah, that's where we're going. They sent us all the way to California on this train, the troop trains.
I got it.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, those troop trains were terrible. The toilets were bad, everything was bad, the food was bad, everything was bad. Oh, it was horrible. And lucky enough, we stopped, cities. The cities were very much seeing this train coming, and they were in there giving us food and stuff, which was nice. But we did finally get to Treasure Island, California. There was a Navy shipping base out. Those days, we lived and slept on hammocks. And in those days, you take the hammock and you roll it, the whole hammock. You roll string around it, tie it together, and then you take your sea bag and lay that in the middle of that and bring both ends of your sea bag, your sleeper, hammock together, both ends of it, and tie them together. Now you got a real big, heavy, one piece of thing, and it's all one flat. What a job that was. We don't know how long you'll be here. So I said, John, I'm gonna unroll mine, man. I want to get to sleep. So I did, unrolled mine. Jesus Christ. 4 days later, it says, rollers, bags are bailing out of here. So back again, rolling that sea bag up. Put it all together, So we rolled it all again, get out of the steam. Now we're going to go aboard ship. I'm 17 years old, I weigh 160 pounds. Throw this thing on my shoulder. It's probably weighed about 100 pounds, maybe 150 pounds, I don't know what it weighed. But we go, be a long line of us going to go board this troop ship. Jesus. And,
Do you remember the name of the troop ship?
No, USS Pontus. Wait on the line, we'll go up a guardrail, carry your own stuff, nobody does nothing for you. We carry that stuff up there, and boy, I'm having a whole time carrying my sea bag and everything. Get up aboard ship, and we're still in line. We come to a stairway down, and the guy, a payoff's at the bottom, and says, "Don't anybody dare drop your sea bag." Boom! Mine was. I couldn't hold it.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold it, and I got the undetermined. Department. They put me on shipping paint.
Okay.
I'm shipping paint on the way out.
Shipping paint.
On the way out to. So yeah, no kidding. Shipping paint. We ended up going in there. The galley. Where you can go in and come out.
Yep.
And there was other ships in there. We're pulling out of there, and I'm up on the bow, being a guy, gawker looking really. Get up on the bow, and all of it's on here. Brr, 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 brr. I said, what the hell is that? I look, and Jesus, here comes this ship right at us. Right at us. Holy Jesus, I'm shit. Wow. So I run to the other side of the ship. I didn't know what to do. And boy, if it didn't bang right in it, boom.
Oh my gosh.
Swung right around and slammed against us. Wow. I shit my pants. I thought that thing was going through us. I really didn't.
Wow.
Another big transport hit us. What happened, I'll never know.
But you were still on the Pontus then, right?
Oh yeah. Then it had put a 7-foot hole in our ship. So we had to stay there till they got the repair guys down there welding, and we lost all our stuff. All my stuff was gone. I didn't have nothing left. Then we got in the Philippines someplace, and to this day I don't know where the hell it is. It was a number of an island, 556 or 456 or something like that, and I don't know what it was because I don't remember what it, but it was a number of it.
Right.
It wasn't even a name, it was a number. So I know where it was. They unloaded us all there. They unloaded us all there. We got in tents, started living in tents. Oh, what a terrible job that was. I went in Squadron 23. And that's where I went, and I stayed there. And we patrolled and worked and tried to, what we did every night, we would get in our boat and have it loaded with everything.
This is a PT boat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
Remember, did the PT boat have a number on it?
23.
PT
Squadron
boat.
23.
Okay.
Anyway, we'd wait about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'd take off, real slow, going out to patrol. We're going to patrol all around these islands and try to intercept Japanese coming in with supplies and soldiers, whatever they might be to help them. Anything that was coming in, we were going to blow them out of the water, and we'd blow them out of the water. We'd go out there and we'd patrol real slow, boom, 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 boom. But we had 3 engines on that boat, 300, 500, 1,500 horsepower engine. Well, they would cut them all down just at idle, and it'd be just quietly, as quiet as we could be. And then we had radar, and we'd have radar going, and all of a sudden we'd pick up radar, and then we'd just lay right down and wait, shut it right off and stay right there, wait till they come around, and there was Japanese, and we'd torpedo them and get them out.
So what was the sense of when you sent the discharge of the torpedo and you saw that you had a hit? What were you feeling?
Not too good, pretty good, really. Felt pretty good because you're scared of these guys. We were scared of them. They'll shoot us. If you didn't hit them, you had to. They had guns with them. They had like goddamn boats that weren't worth a shit. They would just pop up on things, and they go pop, 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 pop. You could hear the Japanese coming, and they had Yerries on them, guns on them too. So you had to protect yourself. So it was when we knocked them out, we felt pretty good. We felt a little safe.
Did you ever get in a firefight with those guys at all?
They had shots back and forth, but they'd be missed, and then we'd either get out of there, or we'd take a hit, get out and claim a hit.
So
It was tricky. It really was. It scared shitless. We could tell from supplies coming in that we were going to be invading Japan. We were scared shitless. We knew that we were going to make us an invasion. Well, if we made an invasion, there was going to be 1 million of us guys killed. And we was patrolling, doing all this stuff, trying to stop these Japs from coming in, taking over these islands back over again. It was terrible. Scared, you can't imagine how scared we were. One morning we woke up and the news come on. The United States dropped an atomic bomb. What the hell is an atomic bomb? Everybody said, what's an atomic bomb? We didn't know. We had no idea what the hell we dropped. And we just couldn't find out from nobody. Then finally, after a couple, 2 or 3 days, they told us what it was. It was an atomic bomb and killed thousands of people. 3 months later, there was so many people, guys on the islands, in the Philippines, all over. So many millions of guys on the islands, we couldn't get us home. So they sent us over to Japan for a while just to see what it was. We went to Nagasaki and the other place was
Hiroshima.
Yeah. You know better than I do. Anyway, we went there and oh my God, what we seen.
Talk about seeing those Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
It was terrible. Terrible.
What did you see if you had to paint a picture?
Nothing to see. There was nothing there. They wiped it right out. There was no trees, no people, no buildings, no nothing. Pinochle, that was our thing. We played Pinochle all the time. Spare time, we played Pinochle. And we did. We had more fun with that. The only time we did more fun like that was with the Philippine people. We had more fun fraternizing with them and having fun with them and giving them a nickel to go up a coconut tree to get us coconut. They were really nice people. They were nice people. They really were. And we loved them. They did everything they could. And I'll tell you the sad part of it was, you put this in there too, when we went to the Chow line, those poor Filipino people and the kids were out at the dump where we dumped our emptied our pans. And they was picking up our food. It made us sick. But we couldn't do nothing about it. We had to dump our cans out. We had to take them more, rinse them out. And we had to dump it out there, and they were scoffing it up like it was porterhouse steak.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that you. Every time I think about that, I say, oh, you son of a gun! It was a terrible thing you did. But you couldn't have nothing to do. You had to take it straight, dump it. You got to spring it out, rinse it out, and put it in the rack.
Right.
You had no way of doing it. Dump it in those barrels, and those kids are right there taking. Those people were taking it right there. It was nothing wrong with it, but it was nothing very good about it either.
Did you guys ever get hit?
Close, no, but damn close. A couple times we got close. Our biggest problem was, Bruce, was in the afternoons when we took off, the Japanese would have their planes up in the air dive bombing on us. Kamikaze planes. And they would try to own us, take us out. And when we went out of the harbors, when we went out like this. We had to just make it almost impossible for a plane to hit you every afternoon, because they were attacking you and just knocking them out. They were killing some of us. But we didn't have much we could do about it. That was one thing that was really bad. Well, there were a lot of things that were bad, but those were all bad things. We took all our PT boats back to PT Base 17. I don't even know what that was. Mm-hmm. But we took them all there, all back, PT Base 17. We took and just the good brand new ones, we proofed them, took the guns off, saved the Cosmos and all of them, covered them all up with this, and put them in the gullies, inside these coves, and tied them together and hankered them there and left them there. I don't know whatever happened to them. And after that, we started home on these ships. They took us home after. So we started home. Again, more guys than there were ships. And all kinds of ships out there, but they couldn't take all these guys. So one day, our captain, Captain Conway, if you want to put his name down, you can, because he was a good captain. Captain Conway called me and George Hardigree, called us both into the office. He says, boys, I got to tell you something here. There's a ship out there. This was in November. There's a ship out there that's leaving November 10th for the States. But I can put 2 guys on there as ship's company. Would you guys care to do it? Absolutely. We'll take it. Yeah, yes, we'll take it. He said, the only catch is tomorrow morning you got to have your sea bags packed, be on the shore at the beach at the landing there, and they'll take you out there on the boat, on the ship. So we'll take it, Doc. We'll take. Thanks a lot, boy. We appreciate that. That was great. He did us a big favor. We just loved him. It was it was so nice. We went back and we went through the whole detail of going to the damn post office and all this sort of stuff you got to do. Checking out. You know, we went checked our sea bags all packed up for the next morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, we're on that damn dock waiting. Here comes this little LCVP landing barge, and the dock says, "You guys, Digirolamo and so on." Yeah, okay, we'll take you out this ship. We said, okay, jump on. So we jumped on and we took off. All kinds of ships out there, Bruce. All kinds of ships. We're going out the ship. Just going out. We're going out, passing this ship, passing this ship, passing this one. We're getting way out there. I said to Hardigree, I says, I don't know, where the hell are we going? What ships are we in? He said, I don't know either. USS, I forgot the name of it. Oh my God, we got way out there and we look at another ship out there. It's the last ship out there. I said, we're getting that ship out there. It's the only one we can get. Holy shit. And it was a LST. And it was the slowest thing it moves, 8 knots. So the only fastest it ever went. We got out there and they threw us on that boat. The PT boats were very important. Very important. If we didn't stop all those boats from coming in with all those supplies and soldiers, we'd have been twice a bit hurt again, more guys killed. So we really did a job by just patrolling every night. It was tough. Every night it was a fantastic thing to do, I think. We did such a good job.
Well,
We lost some guys, and it wasn't nice there, but because they were all made wood is all they were, and they weren't very sturdy.
Ever watch the story or read about PT 109 with
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy?
I went to the movie and seen it.
Yeah. Did it
Just
resonate with you? Did
quite a bit, quite a bit. They didn't change it too much. They put thing in it just about what it was like. It was no lie either. It was pretty much just what had happened. Yeah, I had to go see that one time. I went and seen it, and it struck me real. When I stop and think about it now, I thank the Lord 1,000 times. No, more than that. I thanked him, I don't know how many times. But it was scary, and we were all scared, not just me.
Right.
Because we knew it was going to be if we had to invade that damned island, it was going to be really sad business.